I love watching competitive league and I love casting League of Legends, but I don't know, normals just felt boring. So I'd rather invest my time in an old school RuneScape for the time being. Feels like it's just a better. Come on, where are the peoples? Where are the peoples? The peoples gonna log ons? The peoples have to log it ons. Hey, it's the Mr. Poro. I love the Mr. Poro. Mr. Poro always give me the invitees. Yes, Mr. Poros. Arigato. ¿Dónde está Piro? Oh. Cool, cool. Alright, looks like Dark are using a substitute for their support. Pyro Alblazi, who's normally the regular support on Dark, has had some inconveniences, so he cannot make it to the match tonight. So we're gonna be they're gonna be using Clover 043. But that probably does change the dynamic quite a lot in the bot lane. I don't know if this Clover guy is as aggressive or as like headstrong as Pyro is, because in a lot of the wins, for DH Dark, or in most of the good games, it's Pyro and Joe working together, and that can mean a lot. But yeah, jungle support synergy is like insanely important. Reminder, you can type exclamation fearless in the chat to understand the kind of soft fearless we're using. It's not like the regular competitive fearless you're used to seeing. It is more of like each team gets to use each champion kind of once. But you'll see in the overlay in Champ Select that I have for you guys. Well, not overlay, but like the filter that it allows me to use for you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll answer them during dead air or in between games, of course. But yeah, if not, if ever you want me to cast some of your games because you like VODs and stuff, you can always add me. I'm Professor Layton, hashtag DHBLS. Maybe scroll up. This right here. It's free. But by letting me cast, you give me permission to post the VOD on YouTube. That is all it really is at the end of the day. Other than that, it's a lot of fun. So I've been looking for more work, and it's pretty stale. It's pretty stale. Probably gonna be I'm gonna be co-streaming First Stand, like the Korean tournament, so that'll be a lot of fun. Not like officially or anything, just just me having some fun. So if you wanna join me and we can watch party it together, you can join me on the Discord if you want to put in some perspective or give your thoughts. Of course, if you consent to having your voice heard on video, because all VODs, all casts, all VODs are uploaded to the YouTube channel. So for those of you guys who are subbed to the YouTube channel, you do know that at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, I will be putting this up. So it looks like I don't know where side selection is, but I guess we're going to figure that out pretty soon. Welcome everyone to the stream. As always, exclamation point fearless in the chat if you need an explanation for how soft fearless works. It's the special canal fearless, and other than that, yeah. So let's get ready to rumble. You know me, I'm always down for some good shit. Gotta move me in the middle. 288 is where I gotta be afterwards. Alright. And just a heads up for you guys, we will be doing mid-season interviews with every team captain that I can get a hold of. I currently have 5 confirms. I was supposed to get a confirm from Poopoo and Void, but apparently none of them are free the entirety of next week, so there won't be a chance to interview Void. But we have Love You, JC Fanclub, Dark, Hydro-Québec, DH, Hydro-Québec, and DH. So 5 fun interviews that'll be spread about on the YouTube uploads for you guys. Something fun. Alright, looks like we do have DH Dark on red side here for game number 1. Let's see if the players are going to position themselves. Hello, Mr. Zalurks. How are you doing? I'm kind of tired. Been playing a lot of RuneScape, and wish I had more casts, but c'est la vie, you know. No GGL. I haven't heard anything from the ISM League, and yeah. So only one cast every Sunday is kind of boring, but I found some European in-houses to cast Friday afternoons, which is cool. Not many games so far. We only got 2 in this week, but it was fun. A different perspective on the casts I normally do. There's a pretty big EU versus NA rivalry in the alt chats though, so. I mean, to be fair, I have no clue who this Clover person is, so I don't know what the synergy is going to be like in the bot lane for Dark. In a lot of the wins that Dark looked good, it was Joe and Pirot working together. And Mr. JC Fanclub, I've just looked really fucking consistent. Metaphors looked fantastic on support. Cedric's looked amazing on AD carry. Dar's the best top laner in the league. And Larry and McDabber have been pretty fucking good. So, you know, I think it's just very JC Fanclub favored. But depending on, you know, how the addition of Clover as a substitute to the roster does, maybe we'll see an upset here or there. Because I think Magic is better than Cedric bot-wise. Other than that, am I on the right link? No, I am not on the right link. Am I not? No? Okay. But yeah, that's what I think about tonight. The biggest problem that Dark are going to be facing is that Cedric has a very, very different champion pool than Mr. Magic. So there isn't going to be any similarity bands that they're going to be able to bank on to kind of like deny picks. Because Cedric is willing to play Vayne and stuff like that. Well, I've seen Mr. Magic play a bit of MF, a bit of Corki, a bit of Smolder, a bit of Jhin, a bit of Ezreal. Haven't seen him kind of, you know, spread his wings to the point where I see other AD carries that aren't like known as one tricks spread their wings. So versatility is very important in Fearless. Even though this is like kind of shit Fearless, like super soft Fearless, or it's not really Fearless or whatever, it's kind of nice to not have to bank on your known picks, you know, because then you don't really get a surprise factor or an oof for game one, you know. Especially because they're on red side, right? So they have counter pick, but it doesn't really mean anything if there's no secret sauce. Because Johnny's champion pool is pretty determined. Joe is always gonna drag an Udyr ban. If Udyr is not banned, he'll probably just play it. He doesn't play Skarner, which is a big thing. So they're forced to ban Skarner every game. But also there's Dars dragging 1 to 2 mandatory bans here like every game. So we're going to see a lot of top lane bans right now. And a mandatory Udyr ban coming in. We've got Udyr, Mundo, and Gangplank so far. We saw Dars' Gangplank once and we'll never see it again. If you let it through, you are not winning top lane. The man built such a gold advantage, it wasn't even funny. And there is the man's Fiora. Not the best performances that we've seen, but definitely a solid late game threat that not many top laners know how to deal with. Because it doesn't really matter if you int a little bit on Fiora early. You're a late game champion. If the game goes late, you will become a disgustingly stupid champion. Because the champion is not balanced. Well, the fun thing to note is that both the champions banned by Dark right now are champions who abuse true damage, which is one of Dars' most favorite things to do in the top lane. Because it doesn't matter if you build armor and magic resist, you just die. Alright, we're going to be banning Hui away here from Dabber, one of his signature picks. But Mel and Victor are both up. Rumble, Cassante, Ambessa have not been touched. So it is a free-for-all to see if any of the meta picks are going to be open. Also, Skarner has been left open. So if this is not a B1 Skarner insta-luck, I mean, look, Heartsteel got nerfed, but Pantheon, a jungler that's been on the rise, and one of Larry's more favorite picks, is available. We don't know if it is Larry's Pantheon. Might be Metaphors. But it's a really good flex. Offers so much, and there's not really any good AD support outside of like Pyke. But the biggest problem with Pyke is you can't build any HP. This guy can go full tank and still blow up your backline. Plus he can block damage. It looks like Volibear is being considered. It is a flex between Joe and Johnny. And Ashen gonna go back on the signature champion that he fell in love with, Victor from Arcane, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there have been some Victor nerfs. He is a lot more frail. But, like any good late game team fighting mage, this champion really likes getting assists while his ult is available. Let's see what Mr. JC Fanclub lock in. Because Mel, not a good pick into Victor, but Syndra definitely is something that can assassinate the Victor on repeat. Pantheon Syndra, if that is the jungle mid synergy here for Fanclub, is going to make Ashen's life a living nightmare. Pantheon can gank straight from level 2, blow a flash, come back at level 3, and get almost a guaranteed kill. And if you blow the flash pre-6, almost guaranteed you die by overextending. So, we have a solid mage. I do not like this pick. I do not like Blind Zaya. I think there are so many good AD carries available right now. And Dark haven't drafted Dive. You pick Zaya for anti-Dive because she has self-peel with the Feather Storm. So kind of just giving away the Jinx for free. And Zaya is a short-range AD carry. Looking at Victor and Volibear, I don't like fighting in close quarters versus a Volibear. He's got a point-and-click stun. So we'll have to see. We will filter once we get to games 2 and games 3. By the way, we will be filtering to the Fearless pool. But right now there are no Fearless picks. So it looks like we are going to be banning Clover's Soraka. Okay. We're going to be banning Metaphor's Nautilus and Metaphor's Nautilus and Rakan. Engaged champions are frankly good to pair with the Xayah because Xayah can follow up. She can't like follow up offensively, but she can try and set up a route if need be with the ultimate. So let's see. This Magic's Jinx has been hit or miss. Where the Ornn band tells me they think that it's Volibear jungle, which, after seeing Pantheon, could probably be a thing. Johnny not really known to be the Ornn player though, so a little bit interesting. I mean, the set is still available. Well, he doesn't play Cassante either, so it's just really awkward. All right, Metaphor here going to be looking to log into Blitzcrank, so we're looking to set up picks. Janna's good at disengaging, but hey, if she gets grabbed, she's kind of dead. Champion only builds about 200 HP, and then she dies. Yeah. Mikhail's plus Redemption is a little bit of HP, but Frail Enchanters never really build any armor or magic resist. So Ambessa going to be the hover currently for Darius. I do like it. It helps to set up picks with the Syndra. It has good follow through with the Pantheon, and this makes a disgusting 2v2 scenario up top lane. I have to see what Dark look to pick, because if they pick Mordekaiser, who's decent, into Ambessa, they'll have a little bit too much magic damage and no real frontline. While if they pick a tank, Ambessa just naturally shreds. So okay, so it is Volibear top, and at least I believe it is going to be Volibear top. The Skarner last pick, super surprised that it was let through the entire way through on the draft. Anyways, as we are done the draft, we are going to be hopping into a quick little ad break, so we shall see you once we get into the games. All right. Alright, we got the ready check here for the side of JC Fanclub, waiting on the ready check for the side of DH Dark, and we'll be starting Champion Select. We can get a prediction in if people want. Let's start a prediction. Who got them hands? Let's do a 2-minute submission. Get your channel points in, ladies and gentlemen. And decide who gonna be do Raguchi, Pamuchi, Marapakari. The prediction is currently live in the chat for about, I don't know, a little bit, so make sure you use up them channel points. See who got them hands for game number 1. Here's your chance to win more channel points. Well, it's gotta use for channel points soon, but for the time being, it's not much I can offer because I don't really stream much on Twitch. Alright, here we go. Once Metaphor locks in, we're gonna get the global check before we get into the gamesy games. Alright, expect delay. Kicking in. 3 minutes. Bounce, bounce, bam, bam, bounce, bounce, bam, 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 bounce, bounce, bounce. Alright, well, looks like no one knows who got them hands, so no predictiorinos gonna be happening in the Chatteronos on Fortunatos. All right, 2 minutes to go. Oh, gotta get them stretches. Make sure to always do them stretches. Oh, there you go. I was supposed to take a shower before, but I kind of forgot to. XD. I'm going to die. Here we go. About to enter the first skin roulette, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you grab your drinks, grab your Wawa, and you grab everything you motherfucking need to enjoy the damn game, because it's gonna be one hell of a banger. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For today's Game 1 Skin Roulette, we got Star Guardian Syndra, Ruin Pantheon, Ambessa, Battle Bat Zaya, Boom Boom Blitzcrank, Volibear, Battle Queen Janna, Cosmic Stink, Skarner, Creator Victor, and Prestige Battlecat Jinx. Alright, I'm very surprised that Skarner made it to, like, the very last pick. So we already knew it was Pantheon. Well, to me it felt incredibly obvious that it was Pantheon support. But maybe to some people it wasn't. So let's move the players around so that they make sense. Bam Bam Booey, we've got 4 teleports, 2 barriers, double lethal tempo, glacial augment versus our summon Airy. We got first strike in the mid lane for Syndra. We got Grasp on the Skarner. We got Conqueror versus PTA in the top lane. I see what we get done. And who's gonna have them hands? It looks... give me a sec. That... This. No, this. That. Alright, the early invade. DH Poro gonna be forced to flash here. Good job by Metaphors. And that is going to buy a lot of pressure in the top lane matchup.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like Dodge is going back towards the top lane. It doesn't look like we're getting any lane swap shenanigans. And McDabber was just surveying the buff just in case they were planning to get some vision. But it looks like on the side of Dark, we did not get any aggressive vision. Only some defensive vision and a vision bush ward in the tri brush in the river on blue side. Now we're gonna lane. Here we go, laning phase starts. See how we get to punish this flashless Volibear. First strike, procced by Syndra, gonna be making some of that money no me. And yeah, we just been chilling. A hook onto the minion, and not gonna find the target we wanted. But Metaphor will be doing this throughout the lane. Early level 2 by Clover and Magic. But we got the Rocket Fist in the revenge. We got Mr. Magic getting really low. Force the flash, force the heal, and the Rocket Grab. And that's first blood for Cedric. Yeah, walking, flashing in a straight line against the Blitzcranky. Not a good idea. And DH Dark off to a very rocky start. Poro lost his flash. And Cedric is the AD carry from Lion Gaming. He was on the they won the Sushi Cup, and then he changed over to JC Fanclub, and Metaphor went to play support. Madar's running low on HP. I already used the pot, so not gonna be able to get much sustain out of it. Early buy here for the Xayah was a longsword and a glowing moat. Not really the best buy, but a cheater recall. I guess they're going to try and secure bot scuttle, but Soma's on top side, so I guess they're just missing potential XP here in the bot lane for Mr. Magic. Alright, or we're gonna use the Sky Shatter to try and get a little bit of poke off, but not gonna be able to see the poke. Looking to take it back. Let's look at the money no me. He's got about 600 G's, but we decided to cancel the recall. Skarner with his first recall grabs a Giant's Belt versus the double longsword. Endeavor getting a little low, but we have no recalls yet performed in the top lane. Joe gonna be spotted here on a ward, so Dar's gonna be playing a little bit safe. McDabber gonna be taking more damage than he's gonna deal the victor. Poro already 10 CS behind. Hopefully he can catch back up. Mr. Magic caught once again. And that's gonna be another kill. Another beautiful kill. Very nice hook. Magic had no summoners. And that's the problem of playing an enchanter into a Blitzcrank. You kind of don't do anything to help your AD carry. Well, I mean, when Xayah gets ahead, she kind of makes it look easy. I wasn't a fan of the pick because there really wasn't any dive options. Level 6 here for Dars, but he's gonna choose not to use the public execution. Poro also gonna be hitting that level 6. Wants to take it back. I don't know if Ambessa's gonna be able to stop the back. Doesn't look like it. Just gonna use the W to try and clear the web. The turtle port gonna be channeled here by Poro. Ends up getting just a blasting one, so no real dueling potential. No survivability, just damage. So if Ambessa can dodge, the Sky Shatter, she should be fine, as that's Volibear's only magic damage outside of his ultimate. Alright, looks like we're doing the standard Grub for Dragon trade. DH gonna like the Hextech Dragon because it does give them really good stats, attack speed and CDR. Ability haste and attack speed. Very useful dragon stats. Pro here gonna get some nom nom no me's onto Dars. but not having any access to sustain. A little bit rough. It looks like we might be getting a Cyclo Sword first. Dabber gonna get slowed by the Zap, but I mean, Magic's gonna lose out on so much CS. Already down to 16, 0-2. Things are just going really well here for the side of JC Fanclub. Metaphor looking for a hook, gonna find the Janna, and Metaphor now alone claiming the what's it called? The feat of war, the feats of warfare, and Le Vrai Joe getting pretty low, but Zaya had already used the ultimate and the callback, so now Mr. Magic might just be in a little bit of trouble. I mean, a Metaphor runs up and it looks to get a hook. That's gonna force the flash. Now Mr. Magic gonna be very vulnerable for the next 5 minutes, and Soma here looking for a play. Does manage to punish the Volibear. No Stormbringer gonna be coming on out. Ashen here looking for a punish. Gonna be able to get the flash out of the Syndra. And McDabber doesn't have teleport, but Soma gonna be able to flash across the wall. And Ashen can just flash back over since he hadn't used his beautiful play by Ashen to be able to survive, though Dars is going to be able to get a solo play. Looking at the money no me, already an 800 gold deficit. There's a 1500 gold deficit in the bot lane. Holy Taj Maholi. That shit's pretty ridiculous. Ashen, I believe, just got his first upgrade point. If he hadn't missed a cannon, I believe he should be at his upgrade points. Okay, so that's the last chapter. The double book versus we're going Blackfire Torch here on the Syndra. I think Cyclo Sword is going to be the item of choice here for Dars. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what Brutalizer 2 Longswords builds into. It's going to be like Brutalizer Dirk and something. Alright, Le Vrai Joe still working towards his Heartsteel a little bit ahead farm-wise, but just about even on gold. Metaphor gonna look for a hook, but Clover gonna use the minion as cover to keep himself safe. Poro wants the all-in here onto Dars, but Dars gonna be able to just leap and bound away to safety. 1-1 is the objective score, but we currently have the feats of warfare claimed for Mr. JC Fanclub. I have to see if we end up fighting on some objective. And now McDabber in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have access to flash. And that's gonna be a kill, but we get the flash. Featherstorm by Cedric. Now Clover, no summoners. The HL Impact coming in. We're looking for a play. We're gonna get the Impale, but we move him out of the way. Ashen is making a rotation, but the Skarner's gonna get rooted. We're looking to punish Cedric because he's got a shutdown. We really need that money on our carries, but unfortunately the tank takes it, and Soma gonna be able to kill Ashen. Can Soma get more out of it? No, a nice shutdown to Mr. Magic. So some redeeming plays here for the side of the Age Dark, as a little bit of life is breathed into their category. Public Execution still available, and Boro here was forced to flash in a trade we did not see. So we'll have to see. It does hit the level 9, so it does have a skill maxed out. I think that is going to be a cannon missed out here. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, Dars sitting on like 900 gold, looking for a good bat. McDabber here in the bot lane. We rotated the bot lane for 6 grubs. 6 grubs gonna be pretty disgusting if we get access to pushing turrets, because we already have 1500 gold lead. Luden's Companion and Heartsteel finish here by the side of Dark, so first item for Power Spikes coming in hot. We had the Essence Reaver, the Sundered Sky and the Cyclo Sword here finished for the side of JC Fanclub. And that's going to be 2-1 now in objective scores, looking to equalize the objective score with the Dragon. But Soma is making his way, and I think Johnny wants to come too. Teleports are available at both top laners. See if Metaphor can land a Rocket Fist. Metaphor is on vision, clearing out a ping ward, and that's going to be the hook onto the jungler. If the jungler dies, then you cannot smite the objective. Jungler goes down, Poro tries, but Dars is able to take down Mr. Magic with McDabber, and things are looking pretty bad. Ashen looking disgusting, a nice Force Unleashed, and now Clover doesn't have any summoners to get away from, and I mean, Janna feels super useless in this team comp, but that's gonna be a 4-for-1. And the feats of monster slaying going to be going over here to the side of JC Fanclub. Things look pretty determined here in game 1, but there's a lot of good late game champions here on the side of Dark. So maybe, just maybe, there's hope. Now this Pantheon is huge, Zaya is huge, and Ambessa is gigantic. We're looking at about a 3.5k gold lead. Don't have much in the tank here for the side of Dark. Just hoping that we can finish these items and start slowly scaling. Yeah, Johnny's build not helping his case. He's got plated steel caps, a Zeal, a blasting wand, and a sapphire crystal. It looks like he went to a garage sale and ran out of change every time he bought a component, so he just changed the items he was building. While Dars has a fully completed item, and it looks much, much nicer. The Volibear, champion that can scale well, not looking so good right now. First starter game by Le Vrai Joe looks pretty decent though, so there's that. Mr. Magic, unfortunately, getting caught by Blitzcrank multiple times, and in the last team fight was just assassinated by Dars and McDabber. So, now Ashen getting caught out. There is no hook, so the Arcane Storm gonna be thrown out. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Okay, Soma. Gonna get the revenge kill here. And I don't know if Le Vrai Joe can win this. There's no way to interrupt the Skarner. If your stun is on cooldown, Miss Magic gonna get caught. We do not have the recall on the feathers. Ashen here forced to teleport in the bottom lane. I don't know why Clover is holding the lane against Syndra. Things are taking a turn for the worst. And it looks like Johnny Poro is focusing on finishing his Rod of Ages. So he is gonna hope that he can finish it soon. Ambassador, really nice juicy lead, working towards what probably is a Sundered Sky. I think that's Sundered Sky components. I don't know, like half the bruiser items build out of the exact same fucking path, which makes no sense, but it is what it is. Anyways, Soma here does have Skyfall coming off cooldown soon, but Metaphor is looking to take a roam here. Wants to make a play. We know Volibear has the ultimate. And he's gonna get grabbed over the wall, and he's gonna get silenced with the Blitzcrank ultimate, and Pantheon's just gonna send him to Pound Town. Looks like we're eating Ursine tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is Volibear really not getting anything done. Mid outer already taken here by the side of JC Fanclub, and it looks like Dart's gonna get a freebie because by the time Poro comes back to life, he's not gonna have no turret no more. Dabber is going to be in a little bit of trouble, though. Going to get slowed down by the shield. And, oh, unfortunately, the Ishal, the Impale, not going to find its target. Mr. Magic going to fancy feed out of there. A nice dodge on the Rocket Fist. Or Rocket Grab? I think that's what it's called. Rocket Grab, Rocket Fist. It's the same thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, Cedric here has the Swifties, almost has his IE. Things are looking great. Now McDabber gonna be in some trouble, but with a nice stun and Swifties, gonna be able to just walk away from the victor. Looks like Swifties is the name of the game. We have some biotic souls here on the Blitzcrank because he wants to go fast. The main way that they get to engage is either Syndra finding a stun, using the Ambessa ult, or Blitzcrank finding a hook. You can always use the Pantheon ultimate, but that shit is so predictable that it's not really a good way to find a... Oh, Clover here, gonna get stunned up, gonna get sent to Horny Town, and we've got the flash, no channel Q for an instant. Well, bam bam booey. And we're looking to get the execute. The flash in here from the Syndra gonna be able to help secure multiple kills, and that's a double kill. Rift Herald dropping in the mid lane. Things are going from bad to grim, and Poro's here, but the rest of his team doesn't feel like they exist. And so far, I'm not impressed with what we've seen from Clover, but it might just be a bad player matchup. Soma here just doing the dragon for shits and giggles. That's going to be the first inhibitor turret taken at 18 minutes. And we are on a Chemtech Rift, so the later this game goes, the worse it's going to be here for the side of Dark. Vision denial being a really big thing. Poro has his Rod of Ages, but Dars already has the Shojin and the Cyclo Sword. So he's looking very comfortable. Pantheon with like almost 900 HP in items. And that all gives decent AD. So he's just really hard to kill. Mr. Magic has an item. Zaya's working on her third. Alright, Clover here. Gonna get hooked up. Sent back to Pound Town. And that is another death over here. Metaphor's looking for another play. Doesn't have the Rocket Fist right off cooldown. Gonna ward the chickens. Dar's getting a little suspicious about what's happening in the bot lane. It's gonna make sure to take a silent recall. Finishing them Merc Treads. Pantheon now working towards his Black Cleaver. Things are going great here. If you are a JC fan club enthusiast, make sure to bid your channel points here for game 2. You get a really sweet payoff. Alright, another hook over the wall into the root, but the Ishal impact gonna happen. Not gonna find anyone. Bro's a little low. Otacon about to spawn. We know this objective is really good at murdering the shit out of people's faces. You cannot disrespect the Otagani. Alright, Metaphors tries for the blind hook. Does not find one. Sky Scatter going to hit multiple people. The Red Joe going to be spotted out here by Dars. We got the Chem Bloom plant to try. Metaphors going in. And Mr. Magic going to be sent to the wolves. A nice stun here by Pantheon. The public execution going to go ham. Boney in the slam. Joni. And Poro gonna be left on like 5 HP. Not much that Dark can do. Not even managing to get a kill out of that. Dabber super low, but the Victor ult timing out. Victor is a great champion, but his ultimate is one of his biggest key aspects. And in team fights, if it just times out and you don't get any kills, it doesn't reset. Dart's here, just gonna push the wave in. The Red Joe here going to try to clear out the wave and then take a recall. But things are looking disastrous here for the side of Dark. Magic still on one item. Looking at the money, no me, there's a 3,000 gold diff. So there's just straight up an Essence Reaver indifference from the strengths. But Magic does have a little bit of cash moments, you know? Alright, Soma here, not rich enough to finish his boots. But probably gonna look forward to doing that. Probably gonna get Swifties, because if you can get on this team that Dark built, they don't have a way to team fight. They're good at disengaging, but they're not good at starting fights. Skarner needs to find a really good pick, and it looks like the Otakani has been started in the bot lane by the side. We get the Grand Starfall here. Dar's looking to cancel the recall, and Le Vrai Joe is topside. Essentially, that means no contest on this Otacon. Mid lane is open, and it is voracious. So we can expect maybe a game-winning dive in the base for a team fight, and that's gonna be Jover. All right, getting them recalls in, double Swifties. We have upgraded the Symbiotic Souls into the Forever Forward. Look at how stupid this item is. It gives 55 movement speed, and if you are not in combat, you get an additional 45, so that's 110, and 10, and an extra 10% total movement speed. So let's look at Blitzcrank. He is walking at a casual 480 movement speed. That is not balanced. The dude has permanent home guards outside of combat. That's crazy, if you ask me. But here we go. Okay, Boros starts to trade with Dars, and we have the slam into the wall. We're a little low. We get the withdraw and we turn the turret off, so that's good, but that... Oh! Very close Super Mega Death Rocket here by the side of Mr. Magic. But now Metaphor's trying to land a hook, and we really want them objective bounties. So currently it's an extra 300 gold split to the team if we get it. So that's going to help close the gold gap just a little bit, but, you know, it's an 8,000 gold deficit, so... It's pretty hard arenos to get the shit arenos done arenos. You know what I mean, arenos? Alright, Cedric, Metaphor, clearing out vision and clearing out the blue slide quadrant here for Le Vrai Joe. Kind of starved on experience, has 2.5 items, but unfortunately at Heartsteel we saw it nerfed from 10% to 8% HP, and that's, given the stacks he currently has, he's lost about 30 HP off of it, which isn't much, but if they were in a winning scenario, it'd be a lot less advantageous than it normally is. So, now, Volibear working on his third item. I want to say Frozen Heart, or probably Randu and Zoman, because Syndra's working on a Shadow Flame. So we'll have to see what we end up getting out of it. And Cedric, yeah, just displaying that, like, because there's no compatibility in him and Magic's champion pool, he can kind of pick whatever he wants to pick. And we've known him to pick some really weird champions like the Vayne and stuff, and he's just making stuff happen. On the bright side, for Dark, we have 2 items for Ashen, which is a good start. But we're gonna need a little bit more, you know, oompa if we're gonna get anywhere in this game. Okay, Metaphors here in enemy territory. Gonna be found out. No point in wasting all your cooldowns on the 1-1-12 Blitzcrank though. So, oof, Clover almost getting a nice hook onto Clover. That would have probably been the death of Clover, or at least forcing Clover's flash. Metaphor is able to heal back up all of that Volibear poke with the Hex Bloom plants, the Chem Bloom plants, because they're normally called honey fruit, but what the hell do you call them when they're filled with like cocaine and shit? Just, I don't know, adult food. Shit's kind of crazy. Anyways, that's another thing with the Chemtech Rift. The plants give like a kind of big ass shield and heal a bit more. They aren't as juicy as the Ocean Rift ones, but this Vision Denial and the enhanced Blast Cones are super OP. Here, we're gonna get a nice catch onto the Rajo, but I mean, he's the tank, so Dars here, though, making some good way. We'll have the Serpent's Fang for Volibear. I think pretty much everyone on the team outside of Jinx has a shield. Metaphors here gonna be clearing out some vision, but with 6 scrubs, oh, we are one auto away from taking the turn. Fortunately, but that's just a free Baron. And yeah, this looks good. This looks really good here for the side of JC Fanclub. We now have the Infinite Sustain, the Swift Marches, and a Longsword. We finished the Zeke's Conversion, and we got some extra mana here for Blitzcrank. Syndra's almost got her Death Cap. We now have the Black Cleaver for Soma. And I don't know what Dars is working on, but I don't think he'll be able to finish it by the time this game ends. But yeah, let's look at Dapper's money right now. He's about 600 to 700 gold away from his Rabadon's Death Cap. Gonna be a really important purchase for him. But I mean, he already does a lot of damage, and the Zaya is almost 100% crit uncontested. So looking to probably get the Mortal Reminder as the last item that hit 100% crit. Dars might be in a bit of trouble. It's a 4v1 in the top lane. Now let's see if Dars has the escape artist powers of a god. Ashen really wants to get revenge, but Soma gonna be too strong, saving McDabber. The flash was invested by both mid laners, but Dars not able to get out. And the Skarner slithers away with another nice kill. I think Poro got the kill, but he does have the Frozen Heart. But that is Chemtech's soul. I think we're now building a Black Cleaver here for Ambessa, which means she'll be at almost 50% passive armor pen with the Black Cleaver stacks when it's fully stacked. So that one armor item that Poro has is gonna feel like Swiss cheese on a hot summer day with a hot buttery knife going through it. You know, it's just gonna be all about that umami. Metaphors here clearing out vision, looking for a pick with the hook. Turns on the Nos, but isn't gonna be able to find anybody. So now we have to defend against a Chem Soul Baron Dove JC Fanclub. I don't know if that's doable, man. I've seen Fnatic throw games from like super big leads, but this is a hard. I think this is more than the leads Fnatic has had when they threw their giant ass leads. All right, there's some Sky Slider and Death Rays to try and get some wave clear. Metaphor really looking for a flash hook. There's a nice hook onto Joe, but he's not really taking much damage. About to finish his Unending Despair too, so... But Dars here just chilling, taking the inhib, not having to worry about anything. We need another wave. There's a lot of vision outside of the base though, here for the side of Dark, so at least they can try and monitor where this Blitzcrank is going to try and look for hooks. And Metaphors gonna be goated with his response, not giving them an inch to play with. Another hook onto the Skarner. Things aren't going well. Dabber gets low. The Sky Shatter, the reset for Jinx, but the public execution. We're trying to get on. The feathers fly, but now we can't get on. We can't get on. The Zaya is dying. And she's gonna die, and that's another kill, and we got the comeback here for Mr. Magic. He's popping the fuck off, and that was almost a triple kill here for Mr. Magic. Beautiful shutdowns. So we got some of that money, no me. The gold gap closing to less than 3K now for Magic. Has about 2,300 gold to spend. Almost has another full item. Okay, so that's Mr. Magic, 75% crit. So things are looking nice. How much money does Victor have? 1,400 with 2 Antomes. That's probably Zonia's? No? I don't know what Victor is working towards, but should have probably just bought the Seekers. And Johnny now going for the Riftmaker, I think? I don't know. We have Unending Despair and like maybe 100 gold for Skarner or something. Elder gonna be up to fight in 3 minutes, and the Baron is in a minute. At least it didn't lose any extra turrets. Had they lost any extra turrets, things could have gone south really fast. But now we almost have a Black Cleaver here for Ambessa. Had we been able to kill Mr. Magic, I think the game would have just ended. Because to give Jinx resets, she gets that attack speed. Almost have the Mortal Reminder here for the side of JC Fanclub. We'll have to see. It looks like Mr. Magic now a 90% crit. Oops. Give me a second. We are looking for a play. Alright, sorry about that. Don't want anyone clicking on weird links in the chat. These bots are getting smart. They're using like weird characters. But I guess I'll have to update my moderation settings. But yeah, so we're just waiting. Elder in a minute. JC Fanclub can force the decision of okay, well, they're just gonna start Baron. We're gonna catapult Levreggio away, but here we're gonna peel off it when it's at 5k. Gonna get a nice impale, but we don't have much damage right now. No one's dying, but that's gonna be a 2-for-1. Jinx is gonna die though. Soma with some nice focus, and Dar's here just in the back line, able to get onto people. And there's not much that we can do. Yeah, that's a 4-for-1. Metaphor's the only one going down, and that's going to be the end of game number 1. Beautiful team fighting here by the side of JC Fanclub. We'll have to see if things look a little bit better in game number 2, but I really did not like the Janna. I felt like it was beyond useless. It didn't get anything done, and it didn't actually protect the Jinx. Because normally when you pick the Jinx, you need protection. If you don't have protection, then why are you picking the Jinx when you can just pick the Varus, the Callista? But then again, that's a problem with Mr. Magic's champion pool, is he doesn't really play some of those S++++++ tiers, you know? That's game number 1 in the bags. Let's update the scoreboardio. While we wait on game number 2 to get rockalockin'. Let's shuffle up that glitch list. Nah, no Pokemon Center. Let's see, can we get something better? Lily Theme, nah. Lusamine Battle, alright. Who doesn't like sexy mommies? If you don't like sexy mommies, well, my best assumption is there's something wrong with you, but hey, you know, like, mashallah, it is what it is at the end of the day, right? Alright. Waiting on that invite Reno when they are ready, Reno. So, while we wait, let's look back at the draft and see what went wrong. Right? This was the draft. Now, normally, you see the Pantheon, so you lock in Volibear Victor. Now, Victor, not a problem pick here, but why would you blind pick both your solos when they pick their jungle? That feels bad, man, you know? And then they answer with Syndra Xayah. Now, Mr. Magic doesn't get counterpicked when he picks the Jinx, but the Blitzcrank, and then you blind pick the Janna here, being like, okay, well, you know, Enchanter gonna protect the Jinx or whatever. Then just pick a Blitzcrank, and they already have an AD carry that has crowd control. So if ever Mr. Magic doesn't have Flash, he's dead. Loses his Flash like level 2, then dies again, and then gets murdered in a team fight. It essentially just doesn't end up playing the game. Darius here gets a pretty free counter pick. Doesn't like. Livreggio doesn't really get any good ganks going, and when he does, the biggest problem is that he's the one getting all the money. But here's the downside to getting all the money as a jungler when you're playing a tank. You have carries that need items to do damage. The Jinx, the Victor, they would have loved any of those kills, but he took so many of them. And, you know, like, Skarner's a great pick, but Pantheon was picked B1. Why are we R5ing? Why are we R5ing Skarner? We let the Volibear and the Victor get counterpicked. And we blind picked the support that, like, and maybe this is all Clover can play, but I don't know, from the side of DH Stark, this draft makes absolutely no sense. Like, why would you screw over both your solo laners and your support for free when jungles pick? Like, look, Pantheon support is a thing, I get it, but give me a second. Why would you get all your lanes counterpick? You R5 the Skarner, and then you don't even gank. Like, Skarner is a jungler that gets amazing pressure. Look, I get it, the bot lane lost and whatever, but Soma didn't gank bot. He didn't need to gank bot for bot to win. Bot kind of just won the 2v2 by itself, kind of freely. Mr. Magic probably doesn't play much against Blitzcranks, so that kind of sucks. But I feel like the Janna makes no sense here, because we have no ways to start a team fight. If Livreggio is not the one getting a lucky X-Style impact into an Impale, how do you start a team fight with this team? What, do you just like hope the Jinx lands a zap, and then like Volibear is like in melee range of a champion who got hit by the zap? Because on the side of Fanclub, you have so many ways to start a team fight, and you have pretty good disengage. Plus you have CC on everybody. I don't know. This kind of felt like, you know, a draft div, but I hope that we can get a little bit more Uchimama in game number 2. If the lobby's ever happening. I don't know if it is. I've got no updates. So, but yeah. Okay, but now look. When we get into the draft for game number 2, I'm gonna have the pool here set to both, so that you'll see whatever is colored in blue is disabled for the team that's on blue. Whatever is in red is disabled for the team that's on red. So essentially, for Dark, these 5 picks can't be played anymore. For Fanclub, these 5 picks can't be played anymore. But assuming Dark take blue side for game number 2, we need to see a rather impactful B1. If you're going to take red side, it's because you have a good R5 in mind, or you're going to draft around the possibility of having a good R5. You R5'd the best jungler on the patch when they picked their jungler at the first possible time. So it's a little confusado, if you know what I mean, because from like a draft standpoint, this makes absolutely no sense why the Skarner would be picked last, because if anything, you put Livreggio on Volibear because he plays it because he's a Nudier player, and then you give Johnny, here's Poro, R5 counter pick against the Ambessa. There's not much that like easily shits on Ambessa, but there's a lot of champions that Poro probably plays that has like a rather decent matchup. You play the Volibear, you play Volibear into Ambessa, it's kind of just like giving up the lane, especially if they weren't even able to they were able to assassinate Dars once, but by the time they assassinated Dars, it didn't even matter. The game was already over. So, you know, sometimes I don't know. I'm mumbling and jumbling, but honestly, I'm just waiting for the next game to come up. I want to see a better draft from Dark. I know they can draft better, and if they draft like this for game number 2, easiest 2-0 of your life. Just saying. JC Fan Club gonna have an easy as hell draft. Can I get an invite? I'm gonna have to get some Wawa when we get inspected late, or when I go run the ads. Okay. All right. Alright, we got Fan Club on blue. Alright, nah, I guess I permanently have an invite. It is le draft time. Alright. So, gonna set the pool to the fearless bands. So, what you see in blue can't be picked by Fan Club. What you see in red can be picked by dark. And in the occasion for Soft Fearless, whatever you see in both colors can't be picked by either side, because it means it'll be picked by both sides at the same time. But well, it have been used by both sides. So it looks like we've got the same bands coming out. We've got Udyr, Mundo, Gangplank, Fiora, Jhin, and I mean Fan Club is still on blue side. They have access to playing the Skarner now. And now, if you're going to pick Skarner, you B1 it or you R1-2 it. You do not R5 it. So let's see what Fan Club has in mind. Larry's more of a carry style player than a tank player, but he can play both, so it doesn't really matter. He's got the pick of the litter here. The only thing he can't play was Pantheon, but he looked fantastic on the Pantheon. So are we going to see Vi? Are we going to see Zhao? I wonder what... Okay, so we're just gonna take the Jinx that... yeah, we're just gonna take the Jinx. So, we're gonna be drafting probably a Protect style comp. But let's see what we get here. Now, normally you would pick your AD carry, and you would pick your jungler. But Skarner's already been used on red, so we're gonna pick up the Corgi for Magic, assuming. I don't think I've seen Ashen play Corgi. And now we probably want to get our jungler. The Udyr is gonna be permanently banned, so every game, every series, if it's led through, it'll be picked instantly by Dark. Because that's Livreggio's baby. So it looks like we've got the Prince of Demacia and the Canonical Cannoneer here for the side of DH Dark. Already looking more solid than what we had last game. Just saying. Let's see, what are we gonna pair this Jinx with jungle-wise? Because, I mean, you see J4, so now you know what you can play against. We're going... Is that Gwen for Darius? Is that... No, or is it just Guangle? I mean, the immune could be nice against the EQ combo, like the Flag of Drag combo from J4, but I'm not really too sure about it. Haven't seen much Guangle or Gwen top just in general. It's more of like a niche solo queue style pick, but it is one of like the melee mages that's available. Melee mage bruisers, non-range magic users in the jungle that's available. If not, it's like Zyra, Nidalee, and Lilia. Alright, Ari gonna be picked up here for McDabber. Solid champion. Gonna be looking for plays. Ashen didn't have the worst lane, but we had to give up. They had to give up Clover's Soraka pick. So let's see if it was worth the. Let's see if it's worth it. We're gonna be banning Nautilus and probably banning Rakan from Metaphor. You don't really want to pick an engaged champion when playing with a Jinx anyways. You kind of want something that's going to keep her alive. And Rakan, really good at keeping your AD carry alive. Here, we're going to switch up the bans. Instead of banning the Ornn, we're going to ban the Set. Could be indicating something. Banning Set, that means you might want to play... Darz is known for playing fighters. So, something that's good in the fighters should get banned away. No Cassandre angle from either play here, and neither of the players play Rumble, so yeah, Rakan gonna be banned once again here for against Metaphor. And Ashen's Xerath, interesting. I didn't think this is like a Xerath angle. Yeah, we're just gonna get the Galio here. Could be for Ashen, could be for Poro. Definitely not for Clover at this point, because she has the Soraka. Well, they have this. I don't know their gender. I'm going to assume she. Alright. Fanclub just going to take away the Volibear? Or are we going for the animal style with chaotic style? And interesting. I don't know where this Volibear is going. It could be going top lane, but probably should be going in the jungle? Question mark? But if it goes top lane, that means it is Gwangul, but that's going to be really heavy AP topside, and Galio's going to have a blast? I mean, Gwen and Ahri do true damage, but Galio... Okay, so there's like... So Jinx is the only physical damage on the team. I'm not sure I like this draft. There's so much open. What? The Lulu makes sense because Jinx Lulu, but Volibear, Ahri, Gwen. I mean, Ahri is the only pick in there that kind of makes a little bit of sense, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't inspect people's OP.GGs for those wondering, so I'm just going off like competitive know-how. The Mordekaiser being looked into here. Okay, so that's Mordekaiser top, Galio mid, Corki, Soraka, Ba, J4 jungle. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. But let's close on the draft and get ready to get into the gamesies. Don't mind the game invite thing. I'm pretty sure it's just a bug. Alright. So Volibear is top. So it is Gwangul, Ahri mid, Jinx, Lulu, bottom. Alright, well we are done the draft, so I'm gonna slap some ads for you guys because I know you love your ads. And we'll be right back. I gotta go put some deodorant. Woo! I smell like dead people. I'll be right back. Mama. I'm done. Alright. Let's watch it wild. Alright, so for those who want to vote, let's get a prediction going for who got them hands. Who got them hands too? give it 2 minutes. Starting the prediction. We got who got them hands too, ladies and gentlemen. Use your channel points. Use your channel points right away, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself some bonus shit. No. Is it bugged? Okay. Alright, sorry, it seemed there was a visual bug with them not seeing me in the spectator line, so I had to rejoin. Ooh, we betting on JC. We're using them channel points on JC. After game number 1, I don't blame you. Is there gonna be anyone voting for Dark? No? No? Not even 10 points? No one's got the faith? Damn. That's crazy. Alright, well. Someone's about to get rich on JC. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's we got the ready check on both sides. Welcome back. So we gotta speculate. I'm gonna be kicking in soon. Oh god, I'm gonna have to place everybody. I'm gonna mute the mic so I can eat some rice cakes. I'm a wee bit peckish. You feel me? Ja man. Alright. So, I finished going nom 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 cheeseburger. So far, the predictions in the chat have been that JC is going to get a 2-0 clean sweep. But this time around, JC's draft a little bit of wonka-tonk. Things got to go right. But top lane pick here into the Gwen. I wasn't expecting a Mordekaiser. I was expecting more like something along the line of the Jax or something, but I don't know. Maybe shit's just not playable. Anyways, skin roulette for game number 2, mother truckers. We got it. This time, we're gonna do it right. Wahoo! We got Soul Fighter Gwen, Arcane Enemy Jinx, Cafe Cuties Lulu, KDL Ari, El Rayo Volibear, Arcane Gorky, Lunar Beast J4. Fuck. I got smoke. We got Project Mordekaiser, Lunar Revels Soraka, I think, and Lunar Beast J4. Fuck. I missed out. I got scrubbed on, guys. I got fucked over. They loaded too fast. They're too good at the game. God damn it. So, but at least we know it's a Gwungle angle. So the thing is about Gwen jungle is she kind of likes to farm. Her ultimate is a really big part, and the champion is kind of useless without Ghost. Without Ghost or without her ult. Oh, put them dance moves, Ari. John, you do the chicky. Oh. There you go. I did the jiggy. Alright, so this time we got Dars on the Volibear. We're probably going to see the same kind of build, but what I would like Dars to do is kind of just focus on finishing his item. Because the Rod of Ages came in so late that like by that time, you know, I guess I already had like 2 items. And I was on 3 when Johnny was like at 1.5, so you know, like, things are just poo-poo caca, shishi poo-poo lulu. But I don't know if it's Lunar Revel Soraka. I actually don't know. There's so many Soraka skins I don't even know the name of. Normally I just know Nightbringer and Dawnbringer. Plus like the Banana Soraka. We got the Penguin tip in the hat. So this is Clover's signature pick. So we'll have to see if the sustain from the Soraka is gonna be good, because normally Sorakas don't really take W to like almost level 3. You take the Starfall because it gives you regen, and you have enough mana sustain where it's like never really an issue. Yeah, see, every time Soraka's gonna land a Starfall, she can get insane sustain. Well, this magic gonna be taking one hell of a big dickin'. And nice Depth Grass here by Sporo. And Glitterland's gonna be dodged out by Magic, but Magic's just level 1. Clover has gotten really low, and Galio doesn't really like this matchup. It gets better for Galio as things go, but you can just charm the Justice Punch out of Galio, and then it makes it pretty awkward. See here, if I'm right, Soraka scaled W because she was low, but normally you go Q, E into W. And then that's when you start bringing the Shielded Duran here. Gonna do a lot onto Dapper. Make sure you dodge that second part of the Orb of Deception, because that is the part that hurts for Galio, because it's true damage. Galio has just natural magic damage reduction. He cannot reduce true damage. True damage ignores damage reduction. Lulu, what the? Okay. I don't know where that zap was going, but it broke Mr. Magic's window. But that's the solo bolo, the supportal combat metaphors, and Ashen getting japooped on. I mean, at least Levrejo is near, but gotta be careful. Oh, the sustain from the Soraka is gonna be enough. We got the flag and drag the flash into the auto. So it's gonna be 2 for 2 traded. Wait, who died? Oh, okay, yeah, the bot lane died. Okay, Metaphor was a little bit, you know, so say with that play. I don't think that was a good decision because they had something really good. Maybe they spotted Jarvan on vision, but that's impossible because they didn't have any vision. They couldn't have known that they probably had like an inkling that Jarvan was bot, but you kind of gave up a lot of your pressure by giving Corgi a kill and an assist. But the solo YOLO Bolo in the mid lane, pretty rough. Why is Clover's not playing Rakan? Get the Justice Punch into the shield of Duran, but Ashen is gonna take a turret shot. But I guess we're gonna use the Soraka heal for maybe 60 HP. But yeah, Ashen not having much fun in this lane. It gets worse depending on the build, but because we see a Mordekaiser, there's a likeliness that, okay, the flash was already expended here by Volibear, and it looks like we're not going to be able to chase any further. Oof, McDapper taken really low. Clover taken pretty low as well. And we get the flash, the all-in from the Lulu, forcing the summoners out of Clover, and we're trying to deny Clover access to the lane. And now Dar's going to get knocked up again. The knockback into the Death Grasp. That's going to be feats of warfare claimed here for the side of Dark. Oh, the charm putting in a lot of work. Oof. Unfortunately, McDabber not going to have enough gas in his ass to push the pedal to the metal. And starting to fall a little bit behind NCS. Mr. Magic doing what he can, but essentially 2v1ing because Clover is like a father getting milk. The presence doesn't exist. A nice little love tap. It's like you find a note on the fridge when you wake up saying, I went to grab milk. But now it looks like Clover looking to play a little bit more with Soraka. I mean, I'm not seeing the appeal of this Volibear top. So far, it's been what looks like to be super lackluster in both games. And we know Mordekaiser falls off, please. Game. Thank you. And we know Mordekaiser isn't the best scaling character in the world, but I don't know. It feels weird. Alright, but this is one thing that Soraka's really good at doing, keeping people healthy for objectives. And it only gets better as the game goes on. Yeah, here's Poro with a lot of sustain. The shield, so it looks like we're probably going, I want to say we're going Riftmaker first, but Leandris could be pretty good if the Volibear's going Simple Winner. Yeah, because normally the Volibear build has to include a Thimble Winder, because when it doesn't, like, you're not getting any defensive utility out of like Volibear's kit. A nice flag and drag into the Cataclysm. Metaphor in a little bit of danger. Gonna use the polymorph onto the Vrai Joe, but Corgi free to fire, and what turned out to be a good early lane went disastrous here for the side of JC Fanclub. However, because of the rotation, Ari gets a free play. But I mean, Dars is pretty far behind. Looking at the money, no me, we got a 600 gold deficit. A flag and drag here, gonna be interrupted. The Guangul here has the Ghost forcing the flash, but Ari has the Spirit Rush. And now we're looking for it. Okay, the needlework, there's one more attempt, and it's gonna be enough. That's a shutdown given over to Gwen. And now Dars is pretty low. But that is Gwen Ghost, Gwen ult, Ari ult. So it's big cooldowns invested, but Soma getting up. The blue buff is gonna reset, so things aren't going too well. And when you leash it out of range, you really have to be able to kill it fast. Unfortunately, having a smite button means you can just take the buff whenever you want. So Corki trying to contest wasn't gonna do much. But looking here at the items in the bot lane, the 700 gold lead for Mr. Magic is looking pretty solid right now. And once we get that Muramana transformed, things are going to be pretty nice. When you have Triforce Muramana, things get pretty disgusting different. Because he does a lot of damage, plus he has access to true damage.
You're safe with me.
Yeah, Ashen going for the standard Hollow Radiance, not going to go for like the AP Galio kind of build that we've seen some pros. And Dabber getting chunked pretty badly here, and with the Spectre Scowl regen, Ashen's gonna be fine here. But yeah, Dars is in trouble. Down 800 CS, 800 CS. Wow, down 800 gold. Doesn't really have clean access to the wave, and Mordekaiser is at a part of the game where he could just solo the Volibear if he walks up. Nefrejo here trying to get a flank in. We've got the Flagon Drag. It's gonna knock up the Lulu. We got the Cataclysm. There is Flash, but Lulu just dies. That's a killing spree for Mr. Magic, and he's pretty happy knowing that. We have Ashen for the hero's entrance, but we're just gonna decide to clear out the vision. We're 1-to-1 in objectives. Larry has to turbo power farm as fast as he can. Ashen needs to get a reset in if they want to try and conflict grubs, but I think they're just gonna give grubs over. But giving 6 grubs over to Jinx, Ahri, Gwen doesn't inspire much confidence. Levrejo gonna try and get into the pit, and let's see what we get here. It's a fight over the last grub. And that's gonna be a steal. We're gonna flag and drag over, and Gwen can't really follow through. She had already used her Zippy Zap. And the ultimate here used by McDabber and Soma. And Super Mega Death Rocket is not really gonna have much impact. However, Ashen gonna be able to channel a nice shielded Durant into the flash over the wall, keep himself safe. Things are nice. Ashen did use his flash. But that was a lot of time invested. Plus, it was the Spirit Rush, the Jinx ultimate. But denying that 6 grub is big, because now it's still 1-to-1 in objectives. Leandre's was the first item here. It looks like we are going. I don't know what we're building on Volibear. Maybe a Spirit Visage first. It looks like we're just gonna take Volibear to the Shadow Realm. Okay, we're gonna force the ultimate out, and a Flash Obliterate that's isolated is gonna be a solo kill. So Dars down in the gutter, not gonna be able to get much done. And that's gonna be an objective lead here for the side of we got another flag and drag, got the Cataclysm. There's a flash on Lulu, but you need to be able to use your summoner spells, and when you're silenced you can't really, so we're gonna get a nice shield. But Cedric gonna get chunked out, and yeah, that's a BF sword to a Triforce. Mr. Magic very happy to be playing out this lane. And Ashen doesn't really care. Ahri kind of a vegan at this point with her damage. Doesn't have the damage to hurt Galio. Not in the slightest. Well, I was looking at the gold lead, yeah, it's still about 900 gold lead bot lane, but Mr. Magic very happy. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to save ourselves from the Gwen ultimate, and that's a lot of damage done. So Gwen taking the money means that Dar's not really gonna have much to do. The turret plating is now fallen, so Poro gonna be forced here to teleport to make sure the turret doesn't go down. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we got back up here in the top lane just a little bit, but still a 1,000 gold deficit. But that's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be the feats of strengths destroyed. And Mr. Magic getting the first turret credit, not comfortably off. And yeah, I don't think it's safe to try and recall in front of a Gwen and a Jinx. But yeah, that's first item across the board here for pretty much everyone except Jinx and Lulu. Sorry, Jinx and Soraka. Surprisingly though. It's because Soraka finished boots instead of finishing the item. Okay, Gwen almost on 2 items though. She is pretty fat. She got a, oh, sorry. Why are we on manual camera? Stupid game. I did not press M. Oh, this shit sucks. Alright. Alright, Dar's here. Gonna get found by Poro. Not enjoying that Leandri's. Okay, Lebrecho gonna be going down here. Soma needs to die. And Dars isn't very fat. And Soraka's sustain is insane. Yep. Alright, Soraka showing why it is picked. Well, why it is good when it is picked. If you can't kill the carries, Soraka kind of just keeps them full life. Only Lebrecho goes down here. Yeah, only Lebrecho goes down here. And that's gonna be more turrets. We're looking like a Silver Scrapes angle here. The draft here from the side of JC Fanclub doesn't have a front line. The Volibear's so far behind that is kind of just a health pack to people. Doesn't do any damage himself. Cedric has almost a 1,500 gold deficit. So Corgi's gonna be like fully scaled before Cedric becomes useful. Another flag and drag into Cataclysm. There's no flashes available. Metaphor is gonna try and get out here, but another flag to drag the combo. That's another 2 kills. Dar's gonna be sent to the poopy realm. No Stormbringer, no flash. There's just no access to living life. And yeah. I don't know if this was a fun, a happy fun draft for the side of JC Fanclub, but it looks like the complete opposite of what we saw in game number 1. We saw beautiful drafting, great picks that like synergize with each other. And here, I don't know. We have full AP topside, so there's just no damage. Jinx is so far behind; she doesn't have any items, and that's gonna be Infernal Soul Point. Given it to the side of Dark, and things are going from bad to worse. I mean, there is some scaling options here for Dark, but sorry for what's it called? For JC Fanclub, but I mean, like the most fed member literally just got 1 shot. The surrender vote being thrown out. Yeah, they know it's Jover. It's only a 4,000 gold deficit, but I mean when your mental runs dry, you know, like sometimes it's just in the gutter. Right? There's nothing they can do. They have 5 grubs, which is great, but they have no pryos, so normally when you get like the first set of grubs, you get like good access to taking turret plates and stuff, but it was Dark who had no grubs that had complete turret pryos. He already takes a turret here, and that's like 300 gold, but still 4,000 gold deficit. And now Corky's starting to work on his 3rd item, you know? There's just not much. There's not much you can do at this point in the game to kind of come back. But hey, you know, maybe with enough turtling, and the Zarya build does 0 damage. No Shadow Flame, no Rabadons, no Companion, Malignance. It's like it's a build for picks to use your ult often to get picks, but they're not in a scenario where they can ever get picks. That's like the thing that sucks. And this build, like, literally only does damage to the marked target. And it helps your team do damage to that marked target, but I mean, who's surviving a combo from Jarvan Mordekaiser? We got a Ruinous Otacon in the bot lane, so that's just gonna, like, propel the Infernal Dragons even more. Pro here. Gonna send the bear to the Shadow Realm. And, yeah. Okay, well, that's Otacon for 500 gold. I mean, you weren't winning a fight at Otacon anyways, so I guess it's good. But the thing with the Ruinous Otacon is it's a permanent buff, unlike the Voracious, which is like a temporary 3-minute false life. This is a permanent 25% increase to epic monster rewards. In layman's terms, every dragon they get is stronger. Every baron they get is stronger. Every elder they get is stronger. Everything they get is stronger. I hear Ashen even taking, like, stealing the cap that Soma was taking, so. Yeah, there's not much to do. I mean, Gwen has about 1,000 gold lead, but I mean, Dars is down 2,000 gold. Cedric's down 15. So like the carries and the front line are not ahead. The only one ahead in this game for the side of JC, there's a slight lead in the mid lane, but this vegan Ahri build, you're not gonna get from anyone who's built any HP. And let's see if Gwen can survive the burst. Because it took like everyone's ultimates to kill the Mordekaiser cleanly. That's not a good sign. Now we're going Rylai's here for the side for Mordekaiser. As we wait for Infernal Soul to spawn, should be a pretty big point of contention this game. We still have the Herald. We're trying to get push in the mid lane. We got Dragon spawning in 10 seconds. But we got the Flash engage. Cedric doesn't have Flash, gets knocked up. And gonna survive for a little bit, but no access to resets. And that just means the rest of the team kind of just goes to the grave. Everyone's Flash is forced. And yeah. They used everything there and couldn't get anyone below half because Soraka kind of just said no. And that's Infernal Soul. That's huge. Because that's a boosted Infernal Soul. So now, Corgi hasn't really made any money since, but we're dropping the Herald bot lane, so that's going to be the T2 bot probably taken. I doubt Ari can survive. Oh, we're just going for a crash. Okay, so we would have rode it. Unfortunate. Okay. That's Riftmaker and Hall of Radiance now on the Galio. Corgi finishing up those upgraded boots, so now it makes it harder for Gwen to try and assassinate him. And there's Mordekaiser is like 3+ items. Dars is still sitting on 1. Getting close to finishing a second, but it kind of has the problem that Poro had in game number 1. It's just a garage sale build. Yeah, Mr. Magic just looks at the Lulu and she explodes. And that's Gwen ultimate. That's a really big ultimate. It's gonna do a bit of damage to Poro. Okay. No Gwen ultimate and no Lulu. And Soraga's gonna keep them all nice and healthy. McDabber gonna be taken to the Shadow Realm. And Poro can just flash out of the way. Things are looking great, and that's the sustain from the Soraga is just insane. Alright. Poro took half his health bar, but they took a turret and killed 2 people. When having no ultimate means that JC Fanclub couldn't really start a fight even if they wanted to. There's no point to contest. There's no smite even on like Soma, but things are getting pretty dicey. I mean, Ashen is just safeguarding, so to make sure that there's not going to be a steal possibility. But that's going to be a pretty big reset and influx of gold. That's Hexstreaker plus Merc Treads. And now we pick up a Zeal for the Corgi. Working on a second item for Zoraga. Almost have a Rapid Fire for the Corgi himself. Yeah, I'm working on probably, I think, the Spirit Visage for the Mordekaiser. So am I going to take away a blue buff, but that's all he can really do at this point in the game. He might not be behind on Gwen, but the rest of his team kind of isn't at parity, so. Gwen's like, kind of like when Udyr used to be popular in the jungle, in like solo queue or whatever, you just power farm so hard that you become super OP and can like 1v 59. Nice flag and drag here. Gonna force the neutral work, and there's just no damage here. And yeah, but Dabber's just dead. Gwen's dead. Yeah, can we just go next? Like, no offense. This has been painful to watch. It's just a bad draft, and things went bad, and it was kind of just Jover, you know. But because Dark only have 1 grub, it's not as easy to take turrets. I mean, they're gonna take the turret, but it's not. The game would have been much faster had they taken the grub. And here now, they're just looking to kill Dars. But Dars is just looking to try and I think we went a little bit far. We saw it half the wave and Baron and stuff, but I guess we're bringing in an even bigger wave, so we're looking to get this. But if this pocket Soraka pick is all they had, it's good that we get the game 3, but does Clover actually have something they can play? Because the Janna did not look clean. The Soraka is clean because they're so far ahead, and the sustain is really nice. But early on, it started like. I think the game shifted ways when Metaphor kind of inted under turret for what seemed like no reason. You like, this is a pre-16 fight, and like a 3-6 team fight where the Lulu kind of just suicides under turret. The Corki gets fed. The Jinx doesn't end up getting any kills. Ends up dying as well. And losing her subs. And from then on, it was kind of just over. And top lane, Poro just had Darce's number since the start of the game. It's still down 50 CS, 072 items. Poro's on 4. You know, looking at the numbers, even Red Jewel now is caught back up. Galio caught back up, and Gorgie's 3,000 gold ahead. Even Zaraga's about 1,000, like 1,000 plus gold ahead of the Lulu. So the same items, but I mean there's a boots upgrade and some extra pink words, I guess. But here that's Elder, so I don't think it needed to go to Elder to be able to end the game, but low elo macro is low elo macro. But now with this Elder, we should just be able to end the game. Gorgie is 3.5 items, Mordekaiser's 4 items, J4's 3 items. We got Super Mega Death Rocket gonna be blocked by Ashen. And see, that's like a 2.5 item Jinx. It did like 100 damage to yeah, it did like 300 damage to Ashen. And he doesn't care.
A summoner has disconnected.
Darius has disconnected? What the fuck? That's the first I've seen that, like, yo, which was rage quit. Like, Darius is like, guys, this game's over. You guys gave me a shit pick. But see, that's what R5 is for. It's for an actual counter pick, not. Okay, guys, we should just end the game. At this point, they're just playing with their food.
A summoner has disconnected.
Alright, we're getting ready for Silver Scrapes. At game number 3, baby. You know how it be. Alright, let's get that Silver Scrapes playing one time, and then see where's Silver Scrapes. If I can't find it, I can't play it though. Ah, there you go. We got our Silver Scrapes. Oh. There we go. Get the fire emojis in the chat, boys. Get the fire emoji in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, it's predictions time. Choose outcome. Who got them hands? Number 2 ended. And surprising upset win. Nobody thought this would happen. Unfortunate, Mr. Charles. We lost 2 points. Oh well. I would have thought after the dominant game 1 draft. After the dominant game 1 draft we saw from JC Fanclub, I was expecting a follow-up, but I guess I don't know. I just, like, when you go question mark ping on your teammate and you go like, the fuck? Yeah, that's what that draft was. It was like, why? And then what Metaphor and Cedric did in the bot lane, like, they were winning lane and then just suicided under turret, giving Corki kills. And from then on, it was kind of just Jover. Top lane, it was Jover from the start. Didn't even need a gank to get the Mordekaiser up and ready. Mordekaiser was already winning the lane by himself. And yeah, Mordekaiser got like he got caught in isolated deaths or whatever, but his team was getting cross map objectives. So Boro did what he had to do. Shit on Dars, because when Dars is dangerously strong, that's when I feel that GC Fanclub are doing good. And you know, Cedric's an 80 carry, but what's an 80 carry? It was like 0-6. It's not an 80 carry. There's no damage. There's no damage in a 0-6 build, you know? It's kind of like watching Chovy run it down on Ambessa, you know? Something just doesn't add up. But when Cedric looks clean and he's ahead, or not intentionally put behind, I don't know what meta, I don't know what the shot call bot lane was, but that literally just threw the game. Cause like, you know, your jungler's gonna be power farming till at least 6, and yeah. Oof. DME shit on. Jesus Christ. What is up with people playing Volibear every fucking game, bro? I swear. Jesus. They're waiting for an invite to the lobby, by the way. Oh, we gotta go back to the playlist. I'm gonna get hit with copyrights. I don't want this shit. Sorry, arcane music song or whatever. I don't want to get the entire VOD copyrighted. I just see. Why is Poo Poo playing Yon top? I guess game number 2 was close? Yeah, it felt close. Okay. I love you, shit on Void 2-0. That's unexpected. DME with an upset win, getting their first series win. Hydro Quebec beating up on Chaos Sphere, but to be honest, Chaos Fury ain't really playing a win anyways. And yeah, now we're just waiting on this game to end. Remember, if you're enjoying yourself, make sure to drop a follow, and you can go ahead and subscribe on over at the YouTube channel if you like watching League of Legends, anime, RuneScape, all that good stuff, daily uploads. One day I'll get an invite. Yeah, well, I'm gonna turn the mic off and eat some rice cakes. Hopefully I'm not forgotten. The second I put something in my mouth, there's oh, okay. Alright, so here we go. Draft time. We got dark on blue side, because Fanclub want to be on red. So this time, the only thing that changes is the Hui isn't banned away from McDabber, so McDabber grabs it up. And we're putting Johnny on Orn duty. Okay. I mean, I feel like he did pretty good. Oh my god. If that's Vayne top, I'm gonna be so sad for Johnny. Oh my God! I have the worst feeling ever. Oh, sorry. Let me. Sorry. Gotta turn the draft on. Draft screen. Sorry about that. All right, so we got the Caitlyn Lux. Okay. Clover's champion pool definitely interesting. More on the Amanda Whale side of things than the Giga Chad support style, but I can respect it a bit. After that Zaraga game, I've got a little bit more faith in Clover, but I don't really know who this Clover person is, so I have a sneaking suspicion that that's Vayntop. Yeah. And if it is, because you don't blind pick Vayne. Ah. No pick? Hello? Ah. Okay, so it is gonna be Rumble. Okay. Bro, is Rumble top Vayne? Why do we blind pick the Vayne? I'm so confused about that though. That doesn't seem good. Okay, we're gonna ban Nautilus. Okay, here. I'll show you guys. This is what is currently Fearless. Whatever is in blue and red can be played by either team. Red disabled by Fanclub, blue disabled by Dark. Okay, we're gonna ban Pantheon away from Le Vrai Joe. We know Clover ain't playing any engaged supports. And Lux is already locked in, so I doubt Ashen is taking that character in the mid lane. Are we just gonna ban Rakan? Yep. We're gonna keep the ban strategy very simple. The only thing we changed was a Hui for Warwick. But I guess it makes sense. You don't want your Ornn to lane against a Hui. Sorry, you don't want your Ornn to lane against a Warwick because literally just walking health back. Alright, let's see what we get up to. Ji Zhao gonna be here for Soma. Needs a bit of a redeeming game in game number 3. Was super active and good in game 1. Kind of AFK'd and did nothing in game 2. And now game 3, he's got a ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. But once again, now we're giving Metaphor counter pick, even though we already see a Lux. So I'm a little confused. But alright, here now the Red Joe get a counter pick. So will he be Sasagaing the shit out of people? Guys, his Jarvan looked eons better than his Skarner. I feel like he doesn't play Skarner. Oh, we got a monkey. We got a ook ak. Hell yeah, we love that monkey. Good wombo kind of front to back style team fight draft here from DH Dark. I'm liking this a lot more than I liked Game 1's draft. Game 1's draft didn't make any fucking sense. But here, you got Engage, you got Peel, you got knockups, you got crowd control, you got pick potential, you got just about everything you need. And Wukong doesn't like Vayne, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is also double AP solo laner, so Ornn gonna be able to get some of that, you know, Gucci no Mi. And yeah, we're just gonna pick Braum. Okay, I think we could have just picked the Braum on 4 and had counter pick for Soma on 5, but I think maybe they wanted to make sure that they got this in Zao. Anyways, let's close the draft. We're at 288 pixels anyways. And you know what time it is? It's ad time, guys. I hope you guys like your ads because it's time for some ads. But first and foremost, let's get some prediction for who got them hands free, baby! Who got them hands free? Let's put a 2-minute submission. So vote for JC or Dark using your channel points, ladies and gentlemen. Go, 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 go! Alright, the ASMR nom 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 me is Jover, guys. Reminder, if you want to cheer on your favorite teams, we do have some Gucci ass motherfucking emotes. If these are subscriber emotes and these are the free to play emotes, I got y'all. So, who do we think in the chat, if there's any active chatters, who do we think has got them motherfucking hands for game number 3? Because game number 1 was the Rwandan genocide of DH Dark. Game number 2 was the Rwandan genocide of Mr. JC Fanclub. And game number 3, who's getting beaten to a pulp? Are we talking like schoolyard bullies? Are we talking like straight up Tiananmen Square massacre? What are we talking? Who's got them hands? If there's any active chatters, of course. Not for free. You're lurking. You're lurking. All right, I'm determined to finish this skin roulette. I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba da. Ba da ba ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba. We've been live for almost 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some motherfucking noise. Alright, here we go. Skin roulette for game number 3. I gotta be in my A game because if not, we're gonna fail again, yeah. Alright, crack the knuckles. Psh, don't crack the neck, please. I swear to fucking God, don't crack the neck. I'm gonna fucking die. Anyways, for skin roulette, game number 3, we got Underworld Wukong, Elderwood Ari, Elderwood Or, Prestige Battle Academia, Lux, Prestige Arcane Commander Caitlyn, Cosmic Defenders, and John Winter Blessway. Fuck! So close! Shit! Battle Academia Lux. Super Galaxy Rumble. Dragon Slayer Braum. I don't know what Vayne skin that is. It looks like Sentinel. And then Cosmic Defenders is out. We almost got it. Okay. Looks like we got some bot side cheese. We're trying to really catch them off guard. But standard 5-point here from the side of the Edge Dark. First game that we get to see them on blue side. So there you go. The positions have been positionized. The players have been playerized. Now we've got a 4-man invade top. What?
Minions have spawned.
What are we doing? There's no sweeper. But we got 4 TPs, double barrier, lethal tempo versus PTA, Arcane Comet versus Guardian, Arcane Comet versus Electrocute, Conqueror, Grasp. Conqueror, Grasp. Alright, so we're starting the lane. Alright. McDabber gets the first CS of the game. Alright, so in this Vayne versus Caitlyn matchup, Caitlyn shits on Vayne early, and Vayne can kind of come back later. It's the whole, I pick a champion that does better, I pick a champion that outscales you, and eventually I just win. Okay, but Cedric, gonna have to be careful, gonna have to dodge them Lucent Singularities, and those Light Bindings. Hui versus Assassins. Hui hates Assassins.
Rising neural Phoenix fire.
Rumble getting zoned on CS is not something I'd ever see in the Ornn matchup. Okay, McDabber gonna miss a Super Omega Super Fireball. It looks like so far got a little bit of a gold lead from better farming. Ooh, nice. Winter's Bite going to slap Clover for about 50 damage. Support damage, guys. And then watch Lux land and E on Cedric is going to do like 200 damage.
Hyper Flame Spitter.
Alright, looks like Dars was just playing with his food a little bit. Okay, Searing Charge to go backwards.
When darkness closes in.
Okay. Nice Flame Spitter to push Junai away. Yeah. Questionable or breakable?
Spinning Flames of Fury.
Okay, give me a sec.
Audacious Bravery Shield.
Sorry about that. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to,
Fiery Spirit of the Ural Inferno.
I'm gonna have to update my moderation thing. I'm tired of seeing those in the chat. It's annoying. Okay, I mean, McDabber's putting the hurt on, doesn't have the cooldown for the Molten Fireball, or things could have gone ugly. So far, things are just about the same. Looks like Soma skipped 2 camps. Trying to find this Wukong. So, looks like the junglers are gonna meet at the Gromp, but is there gonna be any action given? Okay, Lebrecho gonna be pushed off his Gromp. And now Poro comes, but that is gonna be advantage Gromp for Xin Zhao. So Soma with some successful counter jungling. And a dragon has spawned, so we were blessed with a Hextech dragon for the first dragon.
Super Galaxy Punishment Delivery Mode.
Alright.
Hyper Flame Spitter.
Alright, so we're just farming it up. Boy's got a little bit of a CS lead, but probably wants to go take his first back to get at least some mana items. Yeah, we got Lost Chapter though, so that's good. Out of 4, gonna be able to use the Unbreakable to block a lot of damage from Magic and Clover. Clover very low on mana too. Ornn doesn't really need to back. Kind of has a passive where you can just build items and stuff, so that's pretty useful. Okay, but Lebrecho going to smack the Braum and then walk away.
I am the max.
And here we have Rumble with about 1500 gold, so at least we have Haunting, guys. But that is gonna be Dragon priority over to the side of ooh, okay. Gonna push Lebrecho off Dragon, but this Hextech Dragon has an AoE slow auto attack. And it's annoying to deal with. And now it's gonna run out of patience, so it's gonna be leashed. And then it's gonna be relulled. The Lebrecho gonna dodge out the wind before lightning. Both junglers still at the level 5. The Unbreakable gonna be used. The Metaphor gonna be taken super low, but we're spending a lot of time. Ashen goes in with the Spirit Rush, but doesn't exactly find what he wants. Smites are up for both junglers. And red team has stolen. And wow, this is a disaster for Dark. And that's gonna be the Feats of Warfare. And, ooh. Okay, Johnny's gonna have to flash. to get some plays in, but okay. I mean, Rumble gets a plate plus or no teleports, and overall just hey. So, Fanclub get the dragon, win the team fight. Rumble has TB advantage, has 2+ plays extra. Things are just looking bad. I mean, at least Orn got a kill for himself, but things aren't looking very good here for the side of yeah, things are really not looking good here for the side of Dark. Okay, we missed the fear, we missed the Winter's Bide, we get the audacious charge. Ashen has no flash, has no ult, is basically just dead. And so am I gonna take a kill, another kill. And the Hui is 2-0-3, and Zinzao's 2-1. And the Vayne is she ahead? No, is behind because she's down 30 +5. Vayne things into long range champions. Eventually the Vayne will do stuff. Unbreakable really coming in clutch, but that's 2 turret plates taken for the bottom, for the bot lane here on the H Dark. Some good money injection. The gold deficit is only 1.3k, but the mid lane money difference and the top lane money difference is gonna start scaling. Oh, it's only 200 in top lane because Johnny got a kill. Okay. Another beautiful unbreakable, the glacial fissure. Now we turn on the final hour, but Levejo looking for a play here. We have the teleport here from Ashen. Cedric is going to be forced to flash. The barrier comes in through. We got the wind becomes lightning. We're trying to get on, but Cedric is gonna bait Soma into killing himself, and that's a beautiful comeback here. Ashen with a really nice teleport, able to pick up a couple of clean kills. And but here's Poro working towards some of that money no me. Oh, XD Ashen probably wanted that shutdown, but Clover gonna be the one taking it. XD. Would have been really nice. Here, Dar is looking to take a little bit of a trade against Poro, and is winning because currently stronger. But yeah, so far it's no grubs have been started yet, so we might not get both sets of grubs. It looks like Soma is looking to get into the pit, but you can probably see that there's a pink ward. We're just gonna go over to his Krugs instead. We still have the equalizer here for Dars. And I'll have to see what we get done with it. It looks like Soma and Dars want to make a play on the Ornn, but the Ornn does have the horn of the Ornn porn. And it is going to be magnificent. Soma is leaning towards the top side. We're clearing out, so we're going to take at least one rotation of grubs. Yeah, Poro here not having much fun in this lane. Has the Hollow Radiance, but I mean, Rumble with the constant burn. Leon just gotta be with the constant burn. It's gonna be very annoying to deal with. It looks like Soma has taken one grub so far. About to claim the second one. It's gonna be 2-1 in objectives. And the turret plates are getting kind of low in the top lane. But the bot lane only has 2 plates left. I mean, Cedric is still down. Cedric's still down about 30+ CS. He's got boots and a component to a collector, so that's a lot. And Lejo chilling here. They want to look to make a dive. They know Vayne is half health. Dragon just spawned. So, but if they can get this turret, they can then fight over an objective. Okay, Poro gonna be able to or gonna be able to defend the top lane from losing all its plates. And that's gonna be the feat of turret destruction, taken here by the side of DH Dark. So it's 1-to-1 in feats, and looks like we're trying to be on the board for objectives. So it's 1-to-2 in objectives. Okay, Dars may have scary overextend. I guess going ham for the item, but the thing is, if he doesn't recall and get his Leandries, he's not gonna have like that because he's up in gold right now, but he doesn't have the completed item.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Audacious bravery.
Okay. I mean, that was nice, but now Metaphor and Somar here, but we've used all our combat ultimates. Can we get anything else out of it? I don't think so. Cedric is still nowhere near an item, but I mean, it's the Vayne plan of action. And from an early a head start, now JC Fanclub are down about 2,000, about 1,500 gold. Turret plates have fallen, so we have taken an entire turret and then some plates for the side of Dark, so that's a good money injection. So we got the first item completion across the board. Looks like Clover wants to finish that Luden's Companion, I think. It's gonna be the item of choice. Yeah, so am I gonna steal away a red buff? Is up like 1 to 2 camps.
When darkness closes in, drill right through it.
Okay, we've got the merchants now here built for Poro, so we've got a lot of money saved up in that magic resist. So Rumble's gonna not have the easiest time burning through all that magic resistance until he gets a little bit of pen. Does have his sorcerers though, so it's nice. Wave gonna crash into the top lane. Poro not going to be able to use his demolish proc. No grubs too. Only one set of grubs was taken this game. The Ledger gonna dodge out from that fear from Hui, and Dragon gonna be our next objective in 2 minutes. It's 1 to 2 in objectives. So if JC Fanclub get one more objective, they will have the feats of strength, because they took the feats of warfare super early on with that first really bad team fight of Dragon. Dara's getting a little bit low. If Ledro gonna find metaphors. Yeah, Sinzao gonna get charmed up, but with the audacious charge has the wow, that was a 1 auto. That was a lot of damage. No gloves, it's kind of hard to go. Oh, Magic's in danger, force the flash here. Metaphor gets slow, and Livrejo gonna be taken down here. We're getting the investment of the Ornn, but the Ornn's gonna get rooted up by the Eye of the Watcher from Hui. So teleport advantage, and Dara's gonna get essentially a free turret out of it. No? Instead gonna channel the recall, so not gonna use this ability to take a free turret. Unfortunate. But now Riftmaker gonna be built here. So we got a Battle Cruiser Rumble. Clover here has to be careful. Magic has no sums. But getting hit by the light binding means that the play kind of falls through. The dragon is spawning in 35 seconds. The Lejo gonna have to make his way to the dragon pit, because not they're just giving up the feats for free. Let's see here.
Turbo shock rockets.
Alright, so we have no teleport on Ornn, but we have teleport on Rumble.
Hyper blade
So.
spitter.
And I have to be able to win that 4v4. And if Ornn leaves this lane, he loses that turret, but...
Galactic hyper barrier.
Alright, looks like we are just giving up the, we're just gonna give up the
Zap
feats.
action.
Not the smartest decision, but I don't think they were... No, I feel like they'd be able to do stuff,
Spinning blades
but,
of fury. Super galaxy.
a lot of the money is on this Ornn, so the combat prowess is a little to be decided. But Mr. Magic was pretty strong for this point of the game. The Vayne was barely on an item, Magic's almost on 2, so still has an almost 50 CS lead at this point of the game. So the Vayne not having much fun this game. Red Joe gonna find metaphors. Not gonna enjoy being cute in the face. So just gonna walk away. Alright, Dars here has the flash. But Oro's not gonna look for it. It's gonna look for the trade, but the overheat is big. But you kinda ran away. Kinda ran into the wall, so it's a little hard to get stuff done. But Lavrejo sees that Dars is just backing off, so unfortunate. Soma is much stronger than Lavrejo at this point of the game. Yeah, we do get the flash out of the Xin Zhao, which is huge, but Wukong Ultimate is a pretty big cooldown to have to give up. However, we did get Herald, so Dabber here. I'm gonna take a recall. Actually, just waiting and see if anyone shows up. Voracious Otacon. Okay, makes sense. We didn't really have much fight. Now Poro is half live. Has to be careful. Can be.
Spinning flames of fury. Super galaxy punishment delivery mode.
They overextend, but the Vejo is here to help them. Breakable's gonna go backwards, and that's gonna be a turret takeout. We're looking for the knockup. Unfortunately, that means we're not gonna be able to hit the turret, but should be able to take this turret with ease. But then the equalizer comes out, clearing the wave. And things become hard to do. Equalizer beautifully doing a lot of damage, but the horn of the Forge God gonna be summoned here, forcing Braum to kill Flash. Dars unfortunately gonna get caught in the Caitlyn trap and just assassinated. Ash in here on bot lane farming duty, though he's still down a lot. Lavrejo using the advantage they got from taking. So they took about 2.5 turrets on that push and got some kills and got the flash, so things are looking really nice for the side of things are looking really nice here for the side of Dark. About 3,000 gold, junglers ahead, mid lane's about mid lane's a little bit down, but 80 carry is up more than 2,000 gold. So that's an upgraded collector, that's an IE, that's an extra crit cloak. So we are having a lot of fun. We're channeling the Dars teleport, so we've invested the TP for the upcoming dragon fight. We do have a Cloud Rift, so maybe we get something out of it. Metaphor is positioning very, very aggressively. And now the Ornn upgrades are starting to come in, so the gold value is kind of deceptive because each Ornn upgrade is about 1,000 extra gold worth of stats. We need to save that Unbreakable for the Horn of the Forge God. And Caitlyn is oh, can Ashen get away?
Gotcha.
Oh. Not gonna be able to get away from the Braum, but we do kill the enemy jungler. We still have the Ornn ultimate. Ooh, but the equalizer right on top. Things are getting nasty. Atacon is just gonna reset, so we did lose a lot. We lost the flash on Magic, we had to use the Ornn ultimate. Now it's gonna be Cloud Soul Point given for free basically due to fighting in a very close order. Okay, two item across the board here coming through for the side of Dark. But Magic is getting pretty fed. If he ever has time to land a few auto attacks in a team fight, you saw what happened to the Xin Zhao. The Caitlyn's in melee range of the Xin Zhao, but doesn't have to care because you just kill him. And yeah, the equalizers though from Dars have been pretty spot on, which is kind of nice. But other than that, the Xin Zhao performance has been pretty, sort of say, lackluster. I still find it ironic that Cedric is still down about 50 CS. Alright. And now we are starting back up the Otacon. We have the Ornn TP available. It doesn't look like they know we're doing it. Metaphor is gonna see the 6k HP. And we're gonna try and wombo combo. Okay, we've got the false life. And now that we have Otacon, there's yeah, you can't win that fight. If you lose the smite trade while going for a risky Otacon play, there's nothing really to do. So now this bot inner probably gonna be Shadow Realm. Baron Nashor has spawn. We don't really have a good way of taking turrets, but we just have enough raw damage, physical attackers. So the next Ornn upgrade, the Sundered Sky for the Wukong has been upgraded, so that makes him even tankier. Things are going to be pretty hard to get over. Magic now going to be on 3 items once he takes a recall, 1700 gold to go. Moro doesn't want any of that smoke, but ooh. Magic has to be careful, has no flash. If Soma gets on him, this could be huge, but Soma getting killed by the jungle passive? Yeah. Ooh, another very beautiful equalizer. But there's no follow-up. Oh no. Okay, at least we're gonna get the Searing Charge, but we're trading the entirety of the Otacon buff to give money over to the Vayne. Worth, I guess? Question mark? I don't know. Was it worth? I don't think they're gonna be able to catch this Ornn. Ornn should be able to just yeet himself away. It's gonna get caught by the Baron. Yeah, guys, the Baron's still aggro. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade the Luden's Companion. And Poro gonna take a reset here. About a 6,000 gold lead here for the side of Dark. And this could be a very big upset win in the standings if they're able to win That's essentially what is a reverse sweep against one of the top dogs. Ooh, a nice light binding on the Soma. But we heal off the Baron. It's gonna heal back up. Ornn on 3 items though. Bloodletter Curse on. Okay, ooh. The Vledjo taking about half his health from that. That's a lot of damage onto the poor guy. I'm not sure if I would have built a Bloodletter Curse. Okay, we're looking for a play on the Dabber, the Horn of the Forge God coming in, and it's gonna be enough. That's a shutdown, but Ashen gets caught up behind, gets taken out by Soma. Now Magic is a little bit isolated, Foro in danger, but a nice 3-man knockout. The Equalizer is gonna do a lot, but we're getting melted. Cedric is going off this fight, but there's not much left that he can do.
Unstoppable.
Alright, and Cedric gonna be allowed to live, but that is another team fight win here for the side of DH Dark. Magic basically untouched this entire team fight, and there's a guy with the money on the team, so you can't kill him, can't really get anything done. And that's gonna be Cloud Soul denied here by DH Dark. And yeah, this Ornn is 4-0-5. Has been in half the team fights, but has been quintessential in helping Dark stay in this game. Now, alright, well, Vayne is getting closer to her 3-item mark, which is nice, but the biggest problem is Magic's almost full build. So, the deficit all game. And now the 100% crits coming through, it's a lot. And now the last ornament's gonna be the American Super Blicky. And now Ornn gonna build something for himself, a nice little chain vest. At this point, probably just get a Warmogs.
Not so fast. My shield is here for you.
Here I come.
Okay, we're looking for Metaphor. We're gonna miss the charm on a standing target. Using the Cyclone. The Caitlyn ultimate is also gonna be used. So that was a lot used. Soma here forced the flash. Okay, the Crescent Guard here used to survive. Good job by Soma, but they invested a lot on the side of DH. But hey, I mean, you kill Metaphor, you blow Zinzal's flash. So that's pretty much a free Baron if you ask me. But Dars and McDabber probably have something to say. Ooh, Dabber getting caught here doesn't look very pretty. And yeah, nice equalizer. Sorry, not even an equalizer by the Rumble, but if we get a nice equalizer, we could probably just kill the Caitlyn. But there's no vision. No, we're gonna completely whiff the equalizer. Foro here standing in the middle of like 5 people. We're gonna miss the Lux ultimate on the Wombo, but the Lux is, the Cedric is still alive. The Vayne is starting to pop off. And Rumble's forced to flash backwards. And Cedric might be in trouble. But you gotta be careful, that is a 3.5 item Vayne. If you disrespect her too much, she might 1v1 you. But yeah, another team fight win here for the side of Dark. Mr. Magic, 100% crit now. Double Unending Despair. Now we're going for like a GA or something on Mr. Magic. He's just having fun at this point. Yeah, we're going for... Is that a Knight's Vow on Ornn? Just to be able to keep the Caitlyn alive, because if Caitlyn does damage, then Ornn can heal the full. There's no anti-heal. So, Unending Despair plus Knight's Vow is probably actually a very smart combo here. Poro already understands that he doesn't take much damage in these team fights. He tanked like 4 people for like 20 seconds. Almost died, but didn't.
You thought
Okay, and Clover with the clutch Lux ultimate, but here we go, Xin Zhao execution, and yeah, that's a 5 for 1 here, and oh sorry, a 4 for 1. Rumble's still alive, but I don't think Rumble can do anything at this point. It tries to kill Clover, but it's gonna try to fin the wave instead. That is gonna be a Baron given over, and the Cloud Soul point is up for grabs. He's out still down for 20 seconds, so there's not much to do there. All right. Miss Magic selling the Cloth Armor to buy a BF, so it's probably just going the route of the BT. And Knight's Vow indeed was picked up here by Juna Boy. Let's see, who is marked? It is Caitlyn indeed. Okay, so we're going to use Caitlyn as a support. Heal back up and make her tankier. Alright, so the Wombo Combo comp here from the side of Dark really working out. The weird 0 damage Rumble build. Yeah, I would have loved the Rift Maker. Yeah. Cedric a little bit too far behind all game. Never got a chance to get online, but Dar's really kind of choking in games 2 and games 3. From a prominent duelist to I guess when your signature picks are always banned, you're not playing stuff you're comfortable on. Miss Magic is disgustingly strong. We're gonna channel the Rumble teleport here because we have no choice. The Baron up, wave, but we use the equalizer. Take Dars and Metaphors to half. Ashen wasn't even there. We still have the Ornn ultimate, the Wukong ultimate. We take a free hit. Ashen wanted to kill, but sadly missed all his skill shots. Nice pressing guard to push the Vigil away, but Soma here is just gonna die. We're gonna invest a lot to kill the Lux, but Cedric is doing damage. Mr. Magic gonna be taken down, and things are going pretty bad, but at least we get double in hits. And almost killing Dars, but yeah, that team fight could have gone better, but there was a lot of disrespect here from the side of DH Dark. And I mean, Vayne is almost 4 items. Gonna finish her, I think, Triforce soon. So yeah, that is Triforce. Plus now a Giant Spell, so we're going Jack Show. So the Vayne has fully caught up. So if we get another fight where we disrespect the Vayne and we just let her do whatever she wants,
I am the max.
Dars might be able to take a turret, but that Super Minion is threatening his life. Gonna be able to survive the little chickens. Ashen teleporting in, looking for a play, but
Fiery Spirit of the Ural Inferno.
That's a pretty big summoner spell to use for a failed attempt. Yeah, so you gotta get on this Vayne. If you cannot get on Cedric, you cannot win the game. Now this Vayne is... It's only 1,000 gold down on Magic. When Magic was 3+ 1,000 gold up all game. Crit Caitlyn is nice, but if you don't buy her space to auto attack, it feels kind of bad, you know, at the end of the day. So it just is what it is.
Watch the stars.
Okay. We get the Crescent Guard. Okay. So we use the Crescent. Someone gets caught out. This magic is down to 50% health. I think they're rough. But yeah, we're down to the last inhib. If we can get this, that's double super minions. That'd be disgustingly. That's a nice catch up, but oh, we are gonna kill Metaphors. We're gonna let him get Caitlyn ulted. Okay. Now there's no Braum ult, there's no Vayne ult. We still have the Equalizer, gonna use it to clear the wave. But as long as we take the turret, we can do stuff. Dar's here gonna go down, but Cedric gonna start popping off. Gonna get his first kill. The Hui ultimate is big, because it's gonna kill the Monkey King. And Ornn gonna be able to get the kill. Beautifully done. The Clover and Poro clutching the team fight. Unfortunately, Magic getting tagged by that last wave spell. Not gonna be able to survive. But it's just Metaphor up. And I don't think Metaphor can... Yeah, that's an ace, and that's going to be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. An upset victory here from the side of DH Dark after what looked like a very grim game number 1. A reverse sweep to solidify a win in the standings, increasing their win rate, but also taking down the second place team in Eternals Esports. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, shout outs to the homies and the people who participated in the chat. Y'all always goated. If you want to watch the entire VOD, you'll be able to watch it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern downtime. I think that's where we're at. I don't know. Standard time, whatever. 10 a.m. tomorrow for NA people. And yeah, we'll see you guys then. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a pleasure, and congrats to DH Dark for starting to redeem some of those wins. You know they gotta be able to make it into playoffs, but I don't think they wouldn't make it. So yeah, all right, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully it'll be before Sunday, probably be Friday for the European Zoo in-houses and the Psycho Discord. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the flip side.